Everyone keeps saying AI is printing money right now, and technically that's true. It's just not printing it for the people you'd expect. Jensen Huang stood on stage this year and basically said agentic AI has arrived and is generating real value at scale, which is a very polite way of saying, please keep buying my chips. And people did. Nvidia just posted a quarter with $81.6 billion in revenue and over $58 billion in profit, which is more money than Intel made in an entire year earned in about 90 days. So here's the real question. If AI is making that much money, who is actually pocketing it? This is where it gets less exciting, because when you hear AI company is booming, your brain pictures some chatbot startup swimming in cash like Scrooge McDuck. That's mostly not what's happening. What's happening is one company sits at the absolute center of the entire industry, selling the hardware that everyone else needs just to compete, and it is quietly scooping up almost all the profit while the rest of the industry burns cash trying to catch up. Let's look at who's spending versus who's earning. Google is putting over $125 billion into AI infrastructure this year. Meta raised its own spending to somewhere between $125 and $145 billion, while laying off thousands of employees, with a lot of that saved payroll going straight into buying more chips. OpenAI, the company most people associate with the entire AI boom, is spending billions to run ChatGPT for hundreds of millions of users, and has committed to deploying over 10 gigawatts of Nvidia hardware. Its revenue is around $1.7 billion a year, which sounds like a lot, until you remember it is still not profitable once you count compute costs. Meanwhile, Nvidia is sitting on an estimated $253 billion in cumulative AI profits. One analyst summed it up pretty bluntly. Everybody is losing money on AI except the people selling the GPUs and the servers those GPUs sit inside. It's the picks and shovels play. Except instead of a gold rush in a river, it's a race worth $1 trillion happening in a data center in Ohio. And this is where the story gets interesting, instead of just impressive. Markets aren't actually betting that OpenAI, Anthropic, or any of the big AI labs will become wildly profitable anytime soon. Combined, those companies are valued at under $1 trillion. Nvidia alone is valued at around $4.5 trillion. If investors truly believed the labs were about to mint money, they'd be priced like it. They're not. That gap matters, because it means the AI boom might not create a new class of untouchable AI billionaires running the models. It might just create one extremely profitable toll booth that every other company has to pay to even participate, while the businesses actually building the products fight each other for scraps. Competition does that. It always has. The companies closest to the actual chips are winning, and the companies closest to the customer are still trying to figure out how to charge enough to cover their own bills. So if someone tells you AI is making everyone rich, ask them a simple question. Whose bank account is it actually landing in? Because right now, there's a pretty short list, and most of the names on it aren't the ones you'd guess.